Hey y'all, it's Alec and Cindy with Sharing the Journey. This is the first time in the 4 3/4 years we've lived in our motorhome that we have left it behind. If you remember in our video coming down to Rockport, that one of the reasons we came down here was for Cindy's sister's daughter's wedding.
My niece's wedding.
Niece's wedding, yes, that too. And so here we are. We're headed to the Quality Inn in Kerrville, Texas. According to Waze, it's 3.5 hours away. There we are, Cindy. All right. So, how was it? Wow, that car is coming up on me at like 100 miles an hour. How was it packing
For a one-night stay?
For a one-night adventure.
It was very weird because we take our house everywhere we go. If we're going somewhere, we go there in the camper and find a place to stay. I forgot how to pack for one night because I don't ever have to think about what am I going to need, what might I need, what do I want, because it's always there with me.
Yeah, here comes that guy just passed us that was pulling up on us at 100 miles an hour.
Speedy Gonzalez.
Speedy Gonzalez. So, as we were saying, this is the first time in 4 years and what has it been, 8 months that we have been living full time, that we've left the camper for the night. We are driving, I think it just said we have another 205 miles to go to Kerrville for the wedding. Last night we decided, oh, that's right, we're not taking our camper with us, so we need to pack. Alright, so if you know anybody that lives full-time, if you live full-time, what do we not have?
Luggage.
Luggage. That's right, no luggage.
I guess some people may.
Yeah, we don't.
We don't. We take our house everywhere we go.
We live in a 32-foot motorhome and no room for extras in there. So I packed a Cabela's soft-sided tackle box for our one-night stay. The thing's about, I mean, it's tiny. And then underneath the bed, I found, or Cindy found, my old gym bag that I used at the police department, that I put a towel in, some soap, and
the soap was still in there.
And the soap was still in there. And gym clothes. So it wasn't huge either.
It wasn't even like a real duffel bag. It was just a tiny little bag.
So we're going to be the talk of the Quality Inn when we show up with all this stuff. So the other big thing was we're leaving our pets. They've never, in the Chance is 12 years old, Midnight's 13 years old, and Puma's going on 3 years old. And there's never been a night in their life that
they've been alone.
They've been alone, because either one of the kids was staying at the house while we were going camping, or... So we got another work camper, and that's one thing I will say that is another positive to the work camping experience. If we had just pulled into Rockport 2 weeks ago, set up at the campground and said, okay, we're going to be winter Texans and we're going to stay here, we would not have been able to, I don't think in 2 weeks, forge a good enough friendship with anyone that we would say, here's the keys to everything that we own. Here are the keys right here to everything we own. And please don't let our pets die and leave. But we work the same schedule as this couple. And, you know, I know where they're going to be when I get back. I know who they work for. I know them. We've gone out to eat with them. Matter of fact, as payment, we took them to eat at the Chinese restaurant earlier this week for watching the dogs and the cat. But I mean, we wouldn't be able to do this trip if we didn't work camp, because we haven't been in the community long enough. So
well, or you would have had to board them.
Yes.
And that would have been very traumatic for them.
For the animals or for us?
Both. Well, this is traumatic enough.
Yes. So we packed our little bags, little precious bags, and I even had room in the tackle box because it's got separate sleeves for all these things, to put a brush and to put toothpaste.
I've still got some room in my bag.
Okay, my bag is full.
Yours is smaller.
Yeah. And so we're taking this trip up here for the wedding.
Don't get us wrong. We have been on day trips, and we have not gotten back to the camper until 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night.
And we've had somebody that stopped by to walk the dogs.
To walk them.
Again, another work camper that we had gotten to know.
But we have never spent the night away from the animals and the camper.
You know what I'm looking forward to?
What?
Motel cold.
You can have motel cold in the camper.
No, I don't drop it.
You don't pay for that electricity.
I know, but it still, it wears out our equipment. I don't put it down to chill factor sub-zero, but that's one thing I always liked when we travel is motel.
You know what
cold.
I just remembered?
What?
I forgot to pack pajamas.
Yay me!
I'm so used to everything being there. I did get my makeup. I did get the clothes for the wedding. I do have clothes and underwear and shoes.
I brought an extra t-shirt.
But it just dawned on me that I don't have pajamas.
That's why you've got extra room in your... Yay me. Motel cold, she'll be up close trying to stay warm. So, when we get there, I'll show you that we're staying at the Quality Inn. We'll be gone by the time this is posted, so I can say this. We're going to be at the, you know, speaking of that, I meant to say this in my Fat to Fit. I met someone at the campground. Funny story. So we check in, and actually the couple that's watching the dogs, the husband comes up to me. They're across the street from us. He goes, "You're that video guy." I said, "What?" He goes, "You're the video guy that talks about work camping all the time." He goes, "I've seen some of your videos." I'm going like, oh my gosh, my first encounter, not with a groupie. I don't think he watches that many of them. With someone who's recognized me off YouTube. So anyway, that was funny. So we're going to show you a little bit about the Quality Inn. And tomorrow we'll come back in and put a little bit of, put another clip in here about how it was staying away from the camper overnight. It's going to be a long 2 days. We're doing 3.5 hours to Kerrville, and then we'll have 2 hours to get checked in, and then the wedding's tonight at 6. I'm assuming that's a wedding with food. And then when we leave Kerrville tomorrow, we're going to go to San Antonio, and Dennis and Dottie, the sweet older couple that we camped with 2.5 years ago in Burnett, Texas. They've had to get off the road for health reasons. I think they're like 80 years old. They invited us to come by, so we're going to take a little side trip over to San Antonio
Catch up with them.
Catch up with them, and then finish the trip back to the camper. So we'll kind of bring you in and let you know how that's going. But anyway, first time we're leaving the camper. This is going to be quite the experience, and we'll share it with you. I'll see you when we get to the Quality Inn. All right, so here's the Quality Inn in Kerrville, Texas. She kind of looks a little dumpy. So we are at the Quality Inn because we called 3 or 4 other hotels and they were all full. So I'll give you we'll go in and we will take a look around the room. They do have a continental breakfast in the morning. I don't know how continental it'll be, but we will see. I'm gonna back in right here in the shade. Alright, we'll take you in and take a look. Alright, so we're in room 224. We were in room 223, but these are all non-smoking rooms. 223 smelled like somebody chain smoked in it. So we went downstairs and got another room. And then this is also a smoke-free room. And you can look on the bed, there's a cigarette hole burn. So I don't think these are enforced. But you walk in, you got a nice little desk right there. Sony TV with a dresser, microwave, refrigerator, air conditioning. Hey, it must be in Texas. A Texas flag on the side of a barn. And then over here by the door, this is a adjoining room, which we will not be adjoining anybody. It's got a small little closet and bathroom. The room is very dated looking. Carpet's a little worn out. Stains and stuff on the furniture. Is this room worth $190 a night? Cindy?
I don't think so.
No. I would definitely say this is definitely a $79.99 a night room. But they've got a mountain bike festival in town. And plus this wedding and a couple other events. And it's all we could get. So, 190 bucks down the drain. Well, we made it back from Kerrville. Wedding was absolutely beautiful. We had a great visit with family. Cindy's brother flew in from South Carolina. First time that the 3 of them have been together. We stayed there till 2 o'clock in the morning and had a really good time. Sorry for all the wind. When you're living on the coast, you've got to deal with wind. But so I know I told you I was going to come back and give you a tour of the hotel and everything when we were at the not so Quality Inn in Kerrville. But I got so disgusted with the place that we didn't even go down for breakfast or anything. Let me tell you what happened. So, you know, we checked in. The first room smelled like somebody had been, and this is a smoke-free hotel. The first room smelled like somebody had been chain smoking. So I go downstairs and get another room. We move across the hall to the new room, and the comforter has a cigarette burn on it. Go down to the front desk, and I mean, it's got a big old hole in it, like, you know, from somebody just dropped their cigarette on it or something. So I asked them for another comforter. They bring me another one up a few minutes later. It had burn marks on it. They were all from the sides and not, sorry about that, not in the main portion. You know, I said, this is supposed to be a smoke-free hotel. Can you not give me a comforter that has not been smoked on or burned by cigarettes or something like that? Lady was very apologetic. She said that that was the last comforter they had. She had to steal that off a room that nobody was in, and there was nothing she could do. All the other hotels in the area are booked up. They were having a mountain bike festival, a music festival, some sort of wine event there in Kerrville, and there was nowhere else to go. Sister-in-law's house was completely full with people, so we just stayed there. We left at 5 o'clock. We came back at 2 in the morning. Walked upstairs. Hotel had no elevators. We walked up the flight of stairs to our room. Got there. Door standing wide open. Somebody had broken into our room. Luckily, there was nothing that they could steal. Cindy took her purse with her, and so I went in. I made Cindy stay in the hallway. I went inside. I checked the room, checked the closet, under the bed, the bathroom, the tub. There was nobody in there. I had her go in and lock herself in the room. I went downstairs. I don't like to cuss, but the guy at the front desk was a complete asshole. And he said there's no way that anybody had been in our room, that we must have left the door open. There's no way we left the door open. Cindy said she checked it to make sure it was locked. She's great about doing that with the motorhome. He goes, and we don't have keys to your room. There's no way we could go in there. I said, well, that's bull crap, because we work in the hospitality industry, and all the cabins at the campgrounds, the campground we just left in Montana had the same door locks on the cabins. All you have to do is hit duplicate key, scan another card, put in the room number, and voila, you got a pass key to that room. So he says, well, there's nothing I can do for you. You have to talk to somebody in the morning. So we put the door latch on, went to bed. I came down to check out at like 9:30 in the morning. No continental breakfast, no nothing. Heck, there's probably ashes in the cereal for all I know. And talked to the lady at the front desk, same lady that helped us when we checked in. She said she was very sorry, that she didn't know what could have happened, that she would have somebody contact us. She would email the owners or the management company, and somebody would contact us because I wanted a partial refund or a full refund or something. So we've been back for a week. No response, no nothing from the hotel. And I've called, left a message, nobody's called me back. The hotel people are totally worthless. Well, that's not even the worst of it. So we go visit our friends Dennis and Dottie on the way back. Had a great time. Dottie made a great lunch. We stayed with them till about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Drove back here. We got back here about 6:30. Pulled up. Cindy looked up out of the passenger side of the Jeep at the topper, and we'd had a lot of wind. The topper has been ripped from the camper right there. It's hanging over here. If you walk down to this end, you can see where it's moved down about 5 or 6 inches, and where it's just hanging loose. There's no tension on it. So now I'm gonna have to get up there. When I can get some help, I got one ladder. I got to get 2 ladders and somebody to help me get up on the roof. See if we can unroll it and hopefully just slide it down. However, on the back side here, on the back side, looks like it may be torn. I don't know if that's covered by or what, but anyway, first time we left the camper in 4.5 years. We haven't stayed in a hotel. We've got our own bed, we've got our own stuff. We really should have we hated to drive the camper up there for one night and drive back. It would have cost us more in fuel and wear and tear on the camper than the trip up. We'd had to worry about the dogs. We did have a nice dog sitter that came by, so we had a great time seeing family. The wedding was beautiful. The trip was a disaster. So, lesson learned, take your house with you. It's got wheels. As always, I ask y'all down below, there is a link to some random Amazon product, but we are an affiliate. You can go from that link if you don't want the random object. I think right now it's a book or something about Texas. You can go to the search bar, search for something, anything you buy. I do get a small commission because we are affiliates. 1%, I believe, comes back to us. So you can buy whatever you want. Doesn't cost you anything. Amazon rewards us for sending y'all over there. So until our next adventure, which we got quite a few adventures planned here in Rockport. So we'll see you next week on our Friday, maybe. Not sure when this is going to come out. We'll see you in the next couple of days with a new video. Until then, be safe. Thank you.